Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Okay, enough of the nonsense. Let's get into the charts. Today, we are going to be talking about 3 scenarios on the charts before doing Elliott Wave education and trading possibilities like usual. So, starting on the 4-hourly time frame on our main scenario, we are in this finished WXY. A finished correction means we are looking for one of 2 things towards the upside. Either we're looking for an impulse, or we're looking for a diagonal, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where these are converging trend lines, and wave 1 and wave 4 overlap in price. So if we look at the chart at the moment, what is occurring here, we can see here this is the main scenario, a diagonal towards the upside, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where wave 1 and wave 4 do indeed overlap, followed by an ABC in wave 2, and then that blast off in wave 3. So that is where we are looking at the moment in the main scenario. In each move in a diagonal has to be a simple zigzag, which means an A, B, and a wave C, something like this. So we can see here ABCs labeled all across the chart here, ABC, ABC, and a large one for the wave 3, finishing the C at around 69,528. Now we are heading towards that ABC in wave 4, followed by an ABC in 5, and then all the way down again. So this is going to be quite a ranging structure for now, but in the long term this will definitely blast off towards the upside. If we go to the hourly time frame now, we can see here that we made quite a substantial move towards the downside. This was, a 6% move over the last 2 or 3 days. So if we look here, actually let's go to the 15-minute time frame to see what structure this is. So we can see here that this is possibly a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a wave 5. Quite a nice impulse, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a wave 5 in an ending diagonal, but that would be the wave A towards the downside. I would have preferred for wave A to get quite a bit lower so we can extend this move towards the downside, but this looks okay for now. So then we are currently in the B wave. So this would mean we are looking at a wave up, B wave down, and a C wave up, finishing that overall B wave. Then we should look for that 5 wave move again in wave C. So if we analyze what is going on here now, we can see here that this is possibly a 1, 2, 3, 4, finishing the wave A, coming down in a 3 wave, and then finishing the wave C, finishing B over here. So that is what I do expect to see on the chart in the next coming hours, and this would then lead to that move towards the downside. We do want to see the 618 get touched as this wave A is finished, B coming down, C going up into this price region here. To measure out that price region for wave B, we can see here that we have the target of 0.5, let's make it the same color, 0.5 to 0.886 on the chart. Let's mark it here, 0.5 to 0.886. This is the target for the B wave, sitting at 69,044 to 67,356. I do expect price to at least hit the 618 at 67,873. Then back to the 4-hour time frame, to our second scenario, we have this here, an unfinished WXY. So what a WXY is each move is a 3-wave structure, an A, B, C, and W, A, B, C in X, and now an A down, B up, and C down in Y. So at the moment we are looking for a C wave to the downside, as B has already completed, and now so we are seeing the A, B, C. This C wave should indeed either be a diagonal to the downside, or it should be a 5-wave impulse as marked on the chart. So it is possible that this wave 1 here has now indeed finished, but I would like to see wave 1 extend quite a bit before we get that larger move. This could actually be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in wave 1, then followed by the A, B, C in wave 2, and then that massive dump towards the downside. This move would target 48,382 as the 1-to-1, but remember, a C wave can indeed extend, so be careful over there. But this is looking somewhat of a flat structure. So if we go and look what a flat structure is on the chart, we can see here that this is a flat structure. We have A up, B down to 90 to 105% of wave A, and then a C wave which gets to 100 to 105% of wave A again. So we can see here that price did indeed hit that 90 to 105 area for the wave B, and now we should indeed be targeting here the 100 to 105. We can put that here on the chart. That would be the target for the wave C for this scenario. Then for our third scenario on the chart, this is the most bullish scenario here. We have a finished ABC, but instead, or could be an ABC or a WXY, doesn't really matter, but it means a finished correction. Now, a finished correction, remember, can be one of two things, either an impulse or a diagonal. Now, a diagonal would mean the first scenario that we showed on the chart, and this would now be the impulse scenario. So we could have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in blue with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 inside that blue wave 3 in orange, and then another one inside pink wave 3 inside orange wave 3, the pink structure, in another 5-wave move. This even could be another 1-2 structure here, 1, 2, before a massive move towards the upside, targeting those massive $120,000 levels if this is the main scenario. I doubt that is occurring though, as we have a few issues on the chart here. So the first issue here is that this wave 1 is very difficult to count as a 5-wave structure. If we're on the 4-hour time frame, we can see a clear A, B, and a wave C. So if this were to be counted as a 5-wave structure on the chart, we would have a 1, 2, 3, 4 with an extended 5. Not a very pretty pattern here. This is the reason this scenario is a bit lower. The other reason is that the multiple 1, 2 has often been reset. There's been a 1, 2, possible 3, but no, it comes down. And here again, it is coming down. So that means the minimum target for the pink wave 3 would be 73,368, meaning that this move would have to extend very, very high from where we are now compared to the entire structure here. That means an extended wave 5, which is also rare. So do keep in mind that this scenario is not our main scenario, but is still on the chart for educational purposes. Now, for fair value gaps on the chart, starting on the 4-hourly time frame, we can see here that there are a few fair value gaps towards the downside. I do expect for price to come down to these levels again, crashing through this area, as these fair value gaps are often filled up over time. Now, the one thing I am actually looking for on the daily time frame is this level over here for a somewhat of a retest, somewhat of a support area here. If I draw a rectangle here, you can see this is a daily order block on the chart here. You can see that this move up is a very nice move, but the only issue is this order block over here. So we can see here that this order block is something I'm looking at. So we can mark that off on the chart. So the order block is sitting at 63,306 to 62,039. I do expect price to come down to that area and have a bit of a retest off there. Then for Elliott Wave channel on the chart, we can see here on the daily time frame, I do still expect price to come down a little bit, maybe retest this middle trend line again here before blasting off in that final wave 5 of wave 3. We can see here, if I zoom out, this is the prices that I'm looking for the entire bull market. A finished 5 followed by a 4 and then a 5 again. So something along the lines of this, followed by an ABC, and then the 5 wave move up. That is what I see for the bull market high at around that $120,000 level. Now, for trade possibilities starting on the 4-hourly time frame, we have here on the 4-hourly time frame, I would not trade this range here as it can be slightly choppy, but I would long from this box that we're going to have on the chart here for the wave 2. That would be a good long here, targeting that massive wave 3 move. Then on the hourly time frame, I would long from the bottom of this wave 4, targeting this wave 5 move here. This would be an ABC that could bring out some really nice gains on the hourly time frame. That order block is also sitting here. As you can see here, this is the order block we talked about just now, and we can now possibly long from that area, longing from this trend line. All these confluences make that a good move for the wave 5 up. Then on the 15-minute time frame, I would do the same. This B wave can indeed extend and can be quite a risky play to short from the top of the B wave. So I would just long again from this area here. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Do subscribe to the YouTube channel down below and join the Discord where we do Elliott Wave education and Bitcoin analysis every single day with complex charts on this Bitcoin analysis channel. But thanks for watching. It's been MaxTradesCrypto. Cheers, guys.